and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a basic guide to not being zero during SVS, or at least to give yourself the best possible chance. First things first, don't make yourself a target. Keep your resources below your warehouse threshold, and if you have billions in resources, use a shield. And if you know you won't be online, you can ask the governor to force evict your account so it'll be safe from all attacks. Or you can remove as many troops as possible and send to Alliance HQ or towers. But seriously, just use a bubble. I always hear a lot of crying after SVS about how they were zeroed and all their resources are gone, when it would have been solved if they had just used a shield. So shields are your best line of defense. Use them. They can be bought in the Alliance store, so stock up on them. Check your settlement buffs, 8-hour once accrue for free, and max out 5, and then just check and see what you have. And then take advantage of it. It's the best option. Now, if you're being actively attacked or rallied, you can do one of 3 things. You can activate a shield, you can port away, or you can defend. I'm going to focus on the defending side of this. Everyone that is going over to the other state to attack for resources, for kills, should always make sure they're all war talents. And then activate any combat settlement buffs, especially if the attacker is stronger than you, or if you want to keep your losses to a minimum, which is preferable. One of the most important things you can do while you're being attacked, while you're trying to defend your settlement, is to make sure your barricade is set up properly. So first I want you to physically tap and open the barricade and select your strongest heroes. And choose the heroes with emphasis on settlement defense and attack. Wafa and Chukan are especially good with this, with Wafa having settlement troop defense and then Chukan having settlement troop attack. And then I had Mia for her healing capabilities that work flawlessly with Wafa's skills. The next thing I need you to check on your barricade is to make sure your aircraft has the correct setting for defense. And it's called Iron Bastion Defense System. And it's on the carrier, the helicopter, and on the Gen 3 Spectre. When choosing which aircraft you put on your barricade, you always choose the strongest with the best stats. I personally use my carrier because it's 4-star, and I'm able to incorporate all my aircraft at once. And let me tell you, the carrier I think is worth the money, but it's very expensive. I have found ways to get the steel pieces for the carrier cheaper than buying the bundles for them, but I'll save that for another video. The next thing you want to make sure is that both your behemoth, your monkey, and your dinosaur are both selected, and your strongest vehicles. And by strongest vehicles, I mean you need to check the stats of them, because the star level doesn't exactly mean anything, because a higher upgraded level of a MK1 will have lower stats than a lower upgraded level of MK2. So make sure you're looking at the stats of these vehicles. Don't just go by what the game tells you. Now, if you're being actively rallied, ask for help. Get into your alliance chat. Ask your fellow alliance members to reinforce you, particularly the stronger ones. Sometimes that's enough to get the enemy to cancel the rally. And if you're going hunting for kills and resources, ask your stronger members to fully reinforce you. And then adding a recon jammer can also deter players from hitting you, along with taking a ton of troops from anyone that hits you because they think you're weak. It is always better to defend. Attackers always lose, so don't attack back. You do not lose any troops during SVS when you're defending. You may have a ton of enlistment and a full hospital, but you won't lose any troops. And then some things to focus on before you're being attacked and rallied. You want to make yourself a horrible target for attacks. Research. You should always have battle research going, crystal research, plasma and poly research. Have all your troops upgraded to the highest tier that you have unlocked. Upgrade your behemoth and your behemoth building. Upgrade your aircraft and formation levels in squadron. Unlock the T11s and T12s. And unlock and upgrade your vehicles as much as possible. Having 6 million troops but not upgrading them won't save you, as you can see from the battle report. He had 5.98 million troops, but he didn't upgrade them all, and I was able to burn him in one hit, only losing 6,000 troops. So use his mistake as a learning lesson. Do not do that. After you've been attacked, Especially if you've been burned, read those battle reports. A lot can be learned from a failed defense and give you a clear view of where you're lacking. Ignorance is not bliss in this case. I've been burned many, many, many times. And I didn't give up. I just looked where I needed to improve and then improved on that. Learn from your mistakes. Everyone else learned the exact same way. And if you take away nothing else from this video, bubble or burn. So I hope this video helps some people be able to survive an SVS without having a ton of enlistment. And do you have any tips that worked for you? Anything different that you do that keeps your settlement safe? Please let me know in the comments. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.